Thank you so much. Yes, it does seem like there is a lean towards mousesports. In fact, G2 did feel the brunt of it. Myself and Henry got the opportunity to cast that already, so we've seen a little bit of what mousesports have to offer. I'm excited for this one, Hank.
Yeah, me too. Vertigo, always such an anomaly. We've already seen mousesports play it. They looked fantastic, and it was G2 that got a taste before. They didn't seem as prepared, but Vitality must have been aware that this might have been a prospect for them, considering they floated the map. And now, T-side start. PT50 for Robs. Another Superman purchase here with the armor. One flashbang is all they have. No full execution here, I'm afraid. Voxic waiting for the call from Carrigan. It's holding towards a forklift right now. You can see quite an open A site here. They're playing very passively. Right back towards the elevators and the Goblin box, so Carrigan knows oh so well.
Yeah, I mean, you heard Sean Gares. His win condition will be the way Carrigan approaches the A defense. We aren't going to start there, of course.
Shelf will be an interesting position. That's what we're calling it these days.
Yeah, we started a conversation. You guys gave us some great suggestions. Shelf it is for now. And so that's the flashbang. Nice work from Alex. He's just jiggling and avoids the flash completely. He has the crossfire established with ZywOo. They push in. And already blood drawn. Voxic looks good on that promise as well. Pushing in with a big double. The site's theirs. The frags are theirs too. RPK, he's very late. Coming in from the B site. mousesports, a late arrival to A is all it takes.
Yeah, the passive hold hasn't worked out. RPK gets one kill, but that's all he's going to find. Very convincing round there from mousesports. Just what they needed. And we'll see if they can convert the second. Now, we have seen a lot of force buys in the second. As you mentioned earlier, it is map dependent to guarantee on the CT side. We'll see it almost every time in Inferno, for example. And do we see it here? Great stuff from Voxic. You can see they're holding passively there. Not really a crossfire, just both holding the same angles. And we'll see now, is there any investment here from Vitality? Nothing at all, not a single dollar spent. So we'll be buying up next round. What's the protocols here? They're going to stack a certain position. You want to make sure you have a T in this Waters ladder room every single round. It's such a valuable part of the map.
Yeah, and actually I'm very interested to see once weapons are in Vitality's hands, how they set about acquiring mid-control. We've talked about the power and importance of it. Nice angle held by Alex, but he's not going to be able to do too much with it. ZywOo can though.
Damn.
Arrives, one bullet, one click of his mouse, and already Frozen's gone. That was a weapon available for retrieval, perhaps.
But it does give up the fact that they haven't force spawned to this round.
Yeah.
So now you have that information. All you need to do is group up together. Nothing too fancy required. And this is exactly right. Chris J working with Robs. Two powerhouses with the AK-47s. And they should be absolutely fine. Sure, they've lost that first pick. Box will be a bit of an issue there. Still a 3-on-3. Nothing really recovered apart from the MP5. No armor, remember. No grenades. They're doing great damage here. Every little now there is a chance. So they've had to get 3 kills there. They're going to buy up next round anyway. They got a lot out of very little there.
Yeah, but I don't think they could have asked for much more other than the actual round win. A couple of extra injections of cash as well from the frags. Small steps in the right direction. Now, of course, just to reiterate the first time we casted this game, I feel like I might repeat myself a little bit here, but new names and new viewers, of course. But CT lean, definitely, in terms of the round bias. Only extended by the most recent changes to those B stairs. That does seem to be the general consensus, at least from the pros I've spoken to.
Is that Chad Burchill?
Chad Burchill and Elige, Jonathan.
Oh, that's a name drop. I like that. So no kits here, no AWP. Vitality, full eco in the previous round has led them here. Pretty decent overall. Still have 5 smokes as we'll get into the next round.
Will just be a 4-man walk. We haven't seen any early aggression towards the ramp. You can contest this. You have the shift in the spawns does enable that fight to be more favourable towards the CTs, but so far not willing.
Oh, he got nothing off that.
No info whatsoever. That's a boatload of it though, ZywOo. He's going to be lucky to be alive. Did manage to tuck himself into the corner, and as bullets catch Voxic on his late arrival to the round, smokes off, and then ZywOo takes 2 before he goes down. He's done a lot of the hard work. Alex can swing in to find the remainder. It was Carrigan, not Boris Johnson. Disrupts
a small joke for you there.
Not normally my cup of tea, but why not?
Well then, a lot to do here. 30 seconds, and Frozen, what a shot that is. He has looked unstoppable at times on Vertigo.
I love the way he plays that ladder room as well. You'll see more of that as this game unfolds. But Robs and Frozen, they are playing with a firm belief that they can win this round. With 15 seconds, it gets so awkward. That clock is their biggest enemy right now. A double peak from Vitality at the 10-second mark. Can't even get the first. Just tanked him up. Gets a shot at Apex. He had it.
Yeah, it looked like he did. Looked pretty spot on to me, but no connection. And there it is, the first round that goes in favor of Vitality. There is going to be a buy, however. You can see Frozen with the Krieg. Karrigan will have to go down to the Tech 9, and you'd assume some form of execution here to get them close enough to get that bomb planted and, well, Vitality to sweat a little bit on the retake. Zai will have a look at the replays. He got one cleanly through the smoke. Very happy with that. Jumps up the back of the bomb site here. Alex swinging out from the smoke does find a bit of wiggle room there.
It looks different if Frozen's a bit quicker on that kill on Zai. Yes. He was staring at the boost. I think just the body shots. If had it been that insta kill, perhaps Chris J would have lived to release the utility that he was intending to. But into round 4, Vertigo. It's such a crucial game in this best of 3, first map of it. We're going to be seeing a lot of Chris J and RPK dueling on this first half. You see RPK, he's clearly found the corner he likes to peek for info, calls for the flash once he gets it, enables him to find out just how much presence there is. Great bullets from DK straight through the smoke. Karrigan, however, does catch Apex off guard. Using the Tech 9, RPK will stop that from getting just unraveling and looking a little too much of a problem. Admittedly, Chris J does have the info on RPK, knows him toward quad, Frozen still with the Krieg. The only real opportunity they have is going to be Frozen on this Krieg. Everyone else is low. Rops and Woxic, they've got no HP.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Doesn't look like there's many points of access here. Going toward that B side, Frozen continues to look strong here.
And he knows RPK was on quad. I don't know if he's had his eye line on it for the whole time, but a likelihood, certainly to be checked.
Good smoke. Make things very complicated now for mousesports to get back into this one. Zaiwu still unsure whether it's a full commitment here to the B site. He'll rotate in, seems to be confident now. Time ticking away. Rob's trying to find any sort of advantage here. He's hearing footsteps towards CT spawn.
Ooh.
Back towards A they go. Bomb's actually there, but they won't beat Zaiwu to position.
10 seconds. Robs kind of has the only chance, and Zaiwu's going to take it from the bomb. Does go down or not, just as Woxic starts to celebrate getting that bomb down as some form of consolation prize it's taken from them. Nice work from Zaiwu. Looks like he's going to be taking a leaf out of Karrigan's book this half.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a strong one from Vitality. Great stuff. RPK just chopping away at them here, forcing them back towards that A site.
He really didn't commit to any of those fights for so long. He managed to draw them further and further into the round.
This has to be the full eco now. Just $300 spent on the PT-50 in the hands of Karrigan. Preemptive incendiary to allow Apex to get in position. Touching him quite significantly. Shouldn't have an effect on the round, to be honest, as RPK lights them up. Bomb goes down. No problem at all. MBK to close things out. Vitality take the lead on the CT side here with 5 players surviving, even after they burn their toes a little bit there on the B steps.
Yeah, I really like the idea of pushing, especially with the knowledge of the economy of your opponents, just getting the early B steps access. You can really destabilize any sort of funny business. You're not vulnerable to flashes or anything like that.
Well, won't see many orbs, I don't think, on Vertigo.
On the CT side, with spawns, you can catch them early from ramp or that BP.
It's just like when you have to retake the other side of the map, it's not as versatile, right? It's definitely usable, but of course here, a boatload of them, but headshots, we're seeing plenty of that. It's going to be RPK trading one back, and MBK chiming with the HG as well. You see that solid hold towards B. Incendiaries and flashes, very difficult to contain.
It is going to be a hard sight to take as soon as these players start getting their heads around it. Clearly they already have. This is the major, and this is the newest addition to the map pool as the first of the best of 3.
Yeah, very unique map. Verticality, as the name would suggest. Similar to Nuke in terms of its layered format. See if Frozen can find his next victim. He's going to have to here, but Zaiwu ready and waiting. What a solid anchor he seems to be on that A side.
Seeing Zaiwu kill players from their perspective, you just see how little time they get.
Yeah.
From nothing to everything, and bullets to the brain of Frozen puts them in a 2 versus 4. Woxic's a little late up the ladder, and he will join Rops for some mid-walk and investigation.
So there are smokes you can throw from this position. Rops finds himself in to smoke off towards middle. I think he'll demonstrate that to us right now. You see him lining it up. Remember that one. So that will go towards the lobby area, and now vision taken away from Alex. Allows him to get towards B through the window here. Jump up. You can see you can actually get up there silently. See now this boost will lead to a kill. That's beautiful stuff from mousesports.
That is lovely, seeing why they picked him. Still problems caused, and MBK converts. They walk straight into the line of fire. The Krieg definitely going to be a weapon of choice for the CTs. They still keep 2 into the next.
Yeah, mousesports through all the little tricks in towards that play towards the B bomb site. It yields him a kill on RPK, but as soon as they get it, it's going to be a quick shutdown. No plan. 4-2 for Vitality. Seem like they're up for this one. Alan chiming in, calling the timeout here, trying to work out what's the next play. Money is low. $3,000 per player on the mousesports side. Can't really justify much more than Deagle armor, to be honest. Carrying against the first Desert Eagle. See now if this is where mousesports can find an access point. It's going to be a difficult one, considering the bar they'll have. Here are the odds, brought to you by GG.bet. Vitality currently the favourites. And remember, this is the pick of mousesports as well, so they can pick this one up. They're in great stead going forward. As we'll see Mirage as the second map. Inferno to close, as per tradition in best of threes. So, Deagle's armor, no grenades.
Sounds like a pie. Chris J, he's certainly not feeling celebrations in order. Caught on his B lurk. CTs take a push off that. That's another whole factor of Vertigo. Actually, seeing Sai would potentially get caught out here, but no, he's too damn quick. Just for the hunt of the trade by Carrigan. But losing frags early, CTs, their aggression and that flank is so quick.
Yeah.
Any gaps that they get early can really, really spiral out of control. You have to start getting paranoid about your backs. Middle, of course, a very stone's throw away. The nade was there, but Apex beats the nade to it.
Nice shot from Robs, but he'll be going down momentarily. Another clean round there from Vitality. As we'll see, Apex pick up 3 kills. Zywoo with 2 as well, holding towards the sandbags, baited into perfection. And they're up 5-2 now. mousesports have put up 1 showing so far in Vertigo this tournament and looked fantastic against G2, who were happy to play it, and they had a bit of a wake-up call on the map, realizing they weren't quite on the level of mousesports. With Vitality, they seem comfortable here.
They do. It seems like we've worked out where the Rowdy fans have come from in favor of Vitality, wanting to see a French team that really has besotted a lot of fans. Look at this from Simon, a spurt of aggression and the angle. Keo would be so proud. Whoa. Look at that.
That's
a
insane.
Double. We've seen it with the AWP, now we've seen it with the Krieg. Zywoo, he doesn't even need the scope.
Oh, that's a great position from MBK as well. Feels like he doesn't have to be there right now. They've got a huge lead. A bit too risky as RPK, solid as ever, towards the B bomb site now.
Vitality are no slouch.
Yeah, they're looking decent here. Zywoo is just an unstoppable force with that A bomb site. Like, how are you going to shut that down?
Yeah, the CT side, the immovable object at the moment.
Wow, Foxic and Robs, of all the smokes, flashes and molotovs you could ask for, but it's a 5-on-2. Receiving quite a significant nade there. Weakens them up, allows these M4s to have 1-tap potential. Another one comes through. They're going to limp in towards this B side. RPK is playing it so well, locking them out with the utility. Apex will find a penultimate frag and a clean swoop once again for Vitality. 6-2. Zywoo just destroying them there the A round. You see that gap, he's jumping down the sandbags there. They had no idea he's in position. The Krieg's such an ideal weapon in our spot.
It took us 7 rounds, but on the 8th we get some CT aggression. That's a good demonstration from Zywoo, and that's enough to just humble mousesports. They're going to have to be conscious and cognizant that should the spawn come in, they have to be ready for that. The drop, it's so much information as well. If you're starting to invest all your resources towards one side of the map, as it does look like mousesports are, if they were to drop fast towards Fork, they can immediately put their numbers in the right place. MBK's put his nade in the right place for 3 of them. Look at that. Woxic, Chris J, Carrigan all chipped down, and he's going to make good on that promise he made earlier with the explosives.
Well then, another clean one. By the looks of things here, Robs will be left alone. Bomb down. 22 HP. 3 AK-47s and a Krieg. Nothing but terrorist weaponry on the CT side right now. That's quite a scary thought.
Yeah, just building up the bank. I mean, we talked about it coming into this, that CT side, a lot of people expecting this to be a very CT-heavy map.
Now, we casted this early in the tournament. We didn't see anyone fall off the map, did we? That was a shame. I always enjoyed that. You know what, usually your role within the team?
Usually.
Yeah, I can see your face wincing at that point. You're just like, please don't mention it.
Please don't mention it, please. Yeah.
My favourite move you do is when you go for that stylish finish, when the round ends, you jump off the edge, like kind of like dab as you're going down, and you mistime it and lose everything, your orb and everything. It's like, guys, don't ask.
I see all the cool kids doing it, man.
I know, it does look cool. I've never attempted it because I know I will mess it up. You know?
Yeah, just leap off the map. I really recommend it. All of you watching, give it a go.
I hope some pros start doing that. If you win like a 3 versus 1, it's when you get the final kill. You've got like 5 seconds and you jump off, and the round will end just before you go to your death. So I want to see more of that. It's a big showboating move. That's a lovely little boost.
Yeah, I think bear that one in mind. That's even if it's just for our own game, Hank. Steal that one.
I've written it down. Don't worry.
Good. Get the biro out.
Now we are massive Vertigo fans over here. So aggressive push. You can see the exchange of utility, smoke down towards the T entrance, and allows RPK to get nice and close to shut down any sort of B rush. Apex there with a flashbang, and MBK will be actually once again by the bin in middle. It's such a strong position that smokes down. Voxy trying to sneak past, and no trade potential. He'll be removed.
Did you catch if they mollied first before that smoke? Because I know there is a chance the T's can beat them without the flame.
Yeah, there was a flame already down towards the steps area. I dare say they just did the usual smoke, but I didn't see it. So maybe we'll check it out next round.
We'll keep our eye on how the mid take.
I'll have a look if they throw it from spawn or anything. Anyway, 5 on 4 once again. Vitality looking so strong here. Carrigan, he's found something, but Alex will shut that threat down very quickly. They've got 1 smoke remaining here. Frozen will dish it out towards that A site. Bomb actually down for now. So that smoke might be in vain. So they're going towards B, but the bomb is down by the bridge, I believe.
You'll never guess where RPK is.
Loves this quad, doesn't he?
He's found a spot that works for him. So much information, so much safe information. And by going so unannounced for so long, chances are you can catch a player completely unawares. Chris J's the one.
They don't really have time here. We have got the bomb recovered. Like I said, it's towards the bridge. Frozen recovers it, but there's nothing to do anymore. They're not looking their usual selves on the map. Vitality given it at this point.
I mean, this round, RPK's had the chance for 2 frags, and neither of them were even staring at him, because you have to respect the fact that there's another crossfire established on Jen's. Frozen, you can't take anything away from him. He certainly has got an affinity with the Krieg, but with 5 seconds,
He didn't attempt to plant, he didn't even plant down. So can't plant anymore. Even if Apex die there, they win the round regardless. And we'll get into round number 11, 8-2 on the CT side. So I'm going to go check and CD spawn this round. Let's see what kind of smokes they're throwing towards B at the start. There are plenty of smokes you can throw from the CD spawn area. The land in the mouth of the B entrance there, allowing you to actually get RPK in a position we saw before. It's interesting to see how they set that one up. Remember, mousesports won the pistol here. They got the 2-0 start.
And ever since then, 8 in a row. Vitality locking these boys down. We're into the round. Let's take note of how they choose to stop this one. Initially, just the Molotov into the mouth of the B entrance, and HEs should they want to brave the flame. Yeah,
okay, so they're not throwing the smoke every round. So 5 players towards A. Contacts are very viable on Vertigo. You can get very close towards the bomb site. It will be unusual as Zywood pushes the way he did consistently. So A execution looking likely here. Voxy lining up a smoke for them. Probably go towards the sniper deck. CTs though preempting this, shutting off the shelf, and Zywood in position. They've got no smoke down towards elevator right now, but the flashbang's decent. Knocks him off his position right now, but Zywood isn't slowing down.
He actually chose to push further in, using that curve of the smoke to just guise him enough to catch them on the advance. It should be enough. Now it's Rops left in a 1 versus 3. The bomb in front of him. No Zywood was close. What those speculative bullets are hunting for, and they can double peek this. Apex can swim with RPK.
Under toi.
Essentially.
Well, Rops will wait for any over-aggressive CTs here. He is capable of winning these sort of rounds with the bombs down. A pretty difficult spot, but the shot is anything but. Being received, but still alive and kicking, but not for long. All bang from Apex to finish things off with the AK-47. 2 players survived. Money is incredibly strong. Apex got $16,000. We want to see him drop this round. MBK's got 16K as well. This is out of control. They need to drop. Buy what you can, boys. Drop the orbs, drop the eagles, whatever you can. You do not want to get into a gun round with 16K. You want to make sure you at least get some money from winning these rounds.
French fans loving it. 9-2 the score, and 9 in a row. That's where that max money's coming from.
MBK can't even buy anything more, I don't think. Oh, there we go. He's got some extra grenades now. Might want to upgrade his pistol as well. Got 13,000 residual cash.
For what? 3 rounds of play? Yeah, why not? Treat yourself. Deagles for everyone. This is a chance for Carrigan to get back on the microphone. It's going to make a world of difference, especially if the CT bias, if Mouse can bounce back on their defense, then yes, the 2 was nice at the start of this game, but
it was a great
you want to close this out.
Very confident finish.
Yeah, 3 opportunities for mousesports.
It was the full eco on the second round, not the force buy. They bided their time, and Vitality now with a double AWP setup. MBK and Zywu, they've been displaying this throughout the tournament. It's a mixed success, but I think it's a nice time to throw it in. We said there might not be many AWPs there. Same smoke from MBK, baits out Voxic, nails the shot.
His Molotov was actually enabling them to peek as well. He held the line, hoping the Molotov would draw them in. Voxic certainly did, like a moth to the flame. RPK actually not on his box. They're going to boost for this one. This could be a problem. You think so? You calling it?
I've got it. Watch this.
Oh, he's already acknowledged it, and you try to go. No one to fall though.
Good nade. Doesn't do too much. That does though. Lovely shot towards Carrigan. Picking them off one by one. RPK preempting potential boost towards the window. Can get there from middle, and that's a lovely shot from Robs. Now, RPK will be back towards that core position. Is that rifle even recoverable for Robs? I'm not sure. Have to sneak in Christian towards the snacks box, and RPK can't handle the spray. A lot of trouble here now, but Apex, aware of his surroundings, will find Robs as the plant comes in.
Best shot they've had in a while here.
Yeah, you're right.
Krieg recovered, courtesy of RPK's corpse. There's a smoke for Chris. He could try and lock them out window. Wants to work out where they're coming from first. Frozen's going to have the information as the flame's thrown his way, and a smoke in response to enable him to escape. That's nice. So many bullets. I think they've started to work out where the CTs are coming from. It's going to be a 3-man retake, and Alex trying to take this fight cleanly and does so. All onto Chris J. He's been so good, the beacon for mousesports in their previous games. Now looking to go 1 versus 3. It's 2. Can't get the third. Alex onto the bomb.
Have they got the defuse? It looks like they're good. I will confirm in a second, but there it is. It comes through. Comes toward the end there. It doesn't matter how close it is at this point, Alex. As we talked about the money being so strong already. Good news is for mousesports, the plant coming in. Obviously, the maximum loss bonus. They have money for days now, but they're 10-2 down on their map pick. And Vitality don't show any signs of slowing down here. No AWP now. Back to 5 rifles on the CT side.
If you add not only the fact that Vitality have bested FaZe and North without letting their opponents find double digits, you have to also add the fact that Vertigo could be another map to fear on them. This is the 3rd time Vitality have played Vertigo in an official capacity in 3 months. Previous opponents from the MDL, so this is the first chance to get to see a Tier 1 Vitality Vertigo game. Clear homework has been done in that player break, and you love to see it. RPK doesn't though. He's got caught by Chris J's bullets and could very well catch a nade before he has a chance to do anything else. The Molotov just tickle him a little more. Keep your eye on that smoke. It's a nice way to do it from the ramp.
Yeah. We saw G2 demonstrating that first. I'm sure they didn't come up with it, but they were certainly using this great effect. Sports actually played them early in the tournament. Frozen trying to work the next pick, and Frozen's played that position before. Alex boosted up on the bomb side. We've seen him there get 3 kills in that spot. Apex watching the window, but it's Chris J. They'll find out now. Is there anything else to be said? Absolutely. And it's going to be the 2nd kill upon entry. As we mentioned, money is so strong, they might as well see what's available to them, but hoping they come back towards A. Zywu does find one, but the bomb to be planted now.
Lovely work from Chris J. The one time RPK ventures from his hiding hole and he's caught by the Dutchman. Gives them a way into the 3rd. Every round, mousesports get on this T side. Nice catch from Voxic as well. Just Zywu. 1 versus 3. Chris J's tagged, but he's one to pick up the frag. 3 in the round. The opening 2, crucial to success.
Well then.
It has been a long road. 10 in a row for Vitality before mousesports could break their silence.
Get into that next round. Coming to the bookend now, the first half. Round 13 coming up. Double AWP. Triple AWPs.
Oh, Henry, let's rewind. You did say.
I did say we wouldn't see many AWPs, but I don't know. I have not seen this before on Vertigo. This is why we were so excited to cast it. Like, I've never seen Vitality play this map, so it's going to be fascinating to see what they can do with this. Zywu looking to get a little bit aggro here. Drops a grenade down. We'll see if this That's why they can crack things open again. It's going to be Alex once more using the girders as mousesports look to triangulate towards the A side potentially. Could go towards middle for now. There are options to go through CD spawn and backstab. RPK patrolling the entrance here, but surely spotted. Chris J does see him, but RPK beats him to the punch. 3 orbs still.
3 orbs if the bomb was to go down, but I feel like that's a bit too much of a big if. It's in capitals. The boost though, that might enable them to find a frag, and it does. Rops falls to foul to his own trick. Got him the frag onto RPK initially, so revenge served for the tank. Few too many syllables in that one, folks. Keep working on it.
Needs some polish.
Yeah.
Well, this triple orb setup hasn't necessarily been the main factor to the success. It's RPK with 2 kills so far. Back towards the quad he goes. Flashbang comes in, that's when he's going to swing.
Well, but Carrigan's already pushed on Jens. He could try and catch his teammate, but RPK, he's doing everything. Finally shut down. Apex arrives with his AWP. Don't get to see that all too much. And now look at this. It's going to be so many AWPs. This could get awkward, but MBK ensures it doesn't. And bouncing straight back, Vitality find 11. Closing in on the final round of our first half of our first map of our second series here in the Starladder Berlin Major.
Indeed. Well, 11-3 mousesports on their map pick. A lot of people throughout the iterations of maps said it's T-sided, especially that A-bomb side, but we haven't seen anything like in terms of a really technical execution where you can smoke towards the A side from the ladder room. If you get control of that T side, you can do full executions from outside B using the T-spawn windows. There's been lots of just default rounds into slow contact plays towards A, and they're getting picked off and mauled at times from ZywOo. Alex, this is a nice spot.
Yeah.
Take note.
Loving that. You can catch them if they go towards construction. Beautiful catch, and he can just disappear. There's nothing. Carrigan didn't even fire a bullet. He wasn't ready for that.
There's no utility you can throw to flush him out. It's not a common spot. That's really strong. Back to the double AWP setup, just to note that.
Smooth moves from Alex.
Yeah, got him. Found the frag. Made sure he exited safely. That's the smoke. Once more, that goes towards the lobby position. ZywOo is removed from the equation for now, considering as the AWP can't push the smoke.
It's a great molly, though, in response. As soon as he saw it in the sky, it does delay the take.
Yeah.
Rops and Moxic won't have too much time now to operate this part of their strategy before that smoke starts to clear. Perhaps even need to re-smoke it. Do they have anything? No.
They've got 1 smoke, 1 flash, and they're in a 5-on-4. Frozen once more, just trying to do whatever he can. It's under drop off in terms of having that tactical edge on this map. It's working on the individual picks here. Frozen has been good at that, but why would they peek him? They're just going to run the timer down if possible. Rob's holding towards middle as his team is getting ready towards A.
NBK losing a duel for the first time in what feels like forever. ZywOo actually keeping things level, or rather advantage towards the French. Final round, 30 seconds. mousesports their last chance to put one on the board on the T side. Bombs on the back of Chris. Towards A they go, and admittedly there is only going to be one immediately in that vicinity. It'll be Alex. He's going to hear the nades and start to respect it. A smoker of his own and swings out, catches a glimpse and a tag. Moxic's going to keep Chris J safe as they get this bomb down. mousesports, this is the dream. They were hoping exactly for this, but Alex, he's not going to bow out of this one easily. A double kill.
With 1 HP, still in the map, and Rops on the flank. He might be able to shut this one down. Alex does not spot Chris J. Almost certainly getting his kill, but the timing is off. Robs us towards middle initially. They're defusing already, I think.
Holding it.
And
Can't
it's not
stop it.
going to be successful for Robs here. 12-3, Alex. What a strong performance from Vitality. I don't think anyone expected that, considering the way mousesports played this early in the tournament.
Yeah, gorgeous work, and we're going to take ourselves a quick break, and we'll see what mousesports can do on the CT side. Let's see how biased this map can be. When myself and Henry were talking about mousesports Vertigo the first time here in Berlin, we gave them so much credit, suggesting that that was a statement no team would want to face them on it. mousesports, given the opportunity in the veto of the best of three, decided to try and punish with their Vertigo. How much did they get lulled into a false sense of security? How much prep did Vitality make? We'll find out as they are now set to defend.
There's a lot of teams out there that have a decent track record on Vertigo on paper, but
Certainly.
It doesn't really mean that much because this map is just such uncharted territory right now. We're seeing new things every time we spectate it, and we'll get into a very important pistol round here. So speaking of which, we've done this before, so you can boost in the door and look over towards the B bomb site now. It is really cool, and you have to go out, open the door inwards towards CT spawn. It takes 3 people to get up there, but once you do, it's a strong position. I haven't seen it in a pistol round before. Interesting to see how this goes.
I'm interested to see how this on sandbags goes for Frozen. You have to check it. You can't molly it in this round unless you've made that investment. So instead, it's down to Carrigan. He is going to be in that Goblin box a lot. It's kind of comical to see so many staring at sandbags should he swing. 4 members on that one. Now their attention's drawn. It will be cleared out, but that's the bomb. Back turn, NBK taken down as well. Gorgeous connection. That was nice. Zywoo, though, still kicking, and that's a threat.
The bomb almost got off the map there. If that happens, it goes back to T-spawn, just to note that. So that was a little bit close.
Bomb down, and they retreat. Is it the safe plant? Can they hold it?
The Astralis plant?
I'm not sure if it is.
It's not quite. It has to be on the left-hand side of that blue box. You can see it from scaffolding, but still strong. See it from the shelf.
I would find sandbags. Apex on Crane.
He's using it. Carrigan touched it, I think.
Yeah, trying to get the new lease of life. Just 2 of them. They have to push on towards this bomb. Apex, he's trying to clear them out, but he's going to have his back turned to them. It's actually worked out quite well for him, using that smoke to maneuver, trying to find the burst, trying to stop the defuse as well. This is chaos all over the map. Chris J does thrive in the chaos. He has the kit. A triple from him, and an important triple kill.
Yeah.
Those 3 frags hold so much weight in the grand scheme of things.
Apex, with that valiant effort through the smoke there, he gets just 1 of them. He probably secures the round. It was Chris J with 9 points of health there. 1 Glock bullet separated Apex from maybe guaranteeing victory here on the opening map, their opponent's pick. Chris J, though, fantastic work. You're absolutely right. He does thrive in those sort of situations. And we've got a force buy in the second round. Vitality are not pulling any punches there. Coming in with 3 rifles, a MAC-10, 4 sets of Kevlar.
I don't hate that.
Strong.
Yeah, that buy's scary.
Look, in comparable to the CT buy, it's pretty much on par if you remove Apex, who had to drop one of the weapons, but it's looking very good. Contact play is a fantastic call here, because there's a good chance they just have Carrigan in the back box. That's where he normally plays, right?
I mean, Carrigan, it's going to be down to him. He has to get this information one way or another, but with survival. Okay, he's going to have a bullet thrown his way and wanted to react with a smoke accordingly, and does so just a couple of seconds later.
Ouch.
Frozen's on the rotate, though, so he has some degree of a crossfire. Smoked off. Vitality, they're using their nades, every single one of them. Molotov as well to stop the push. They don't commit, though. Making no secret of the fact they've invested wholeheartedly into this round now. The jig is up. Another smoke, quite a nice one. Divides the CTs. They won't be able to fight. And that bomb should go down safely, but Frozen have a chance. Tagged him up, tucks himself into the corner. Alex is the one to get the bomb down, pays a heavy price. Oh, if a couple more bullets were in Frozen's mag, Alex would not have a chance to frag, but...
Oh, they have no utility on the CT side now. They have 1 defuse kit. That's on Chris J, so follow that. See whether that's going to save them here. It's going to be a very difficult round here with 3 rifles up against them.
Yeah, retaking this side's a nightmare already. Vitality are displaying a real prowess on the T side, something we haven't seen from Mouse. The bomb down early twice. Chris is on it. Chris is on it. Chris is on it. Carrigan's there. He's going to have to swing. A little bit of hesitance from Alex. Doesn't matter. Apex was there and available to swing.
It felt like that was like 4.5 seconds.
Close.
He was on that for a while, and that's a huge round for Vitality to pick up. They're going to have to force by and respond to him, and think about it. Frozen's got straight in with Deagle armor.
Wow.
Carrigan will join him. This is pretty much do or die time.
Vitality's second round is one to be feared in Tier 1 Counter-Strike, certainly with a bomb plant. My God, okay. mousesports, their chances of picking their map pick. Need I remind you, Mirage is next. Vitality, they've had quite the absurd success rate on that map so far.
That's a nice position for MBK. Play in front of the generator. The T model actually blends in front of it. A lot of people go behind it, where it's a pre-fire with a headshot, but that's a nice spot. We'll see if Carrigan can find the 1D gate. Looks like he's lined up perfectly for it. Delivers a bullet to the brain of RPK. Molotov towards the sandbags now. Grenades just lofted over. Significant damage towards Carrigan, though, after finding that successful pick. He's got a kit as well, but in the same position he usually plays. 5-7 makes an appearance. Been a big talking point at this event. 4 on 4, but no rifle recovered.
Still looks near impossible for mousesports if Vitality play this right.
They should just be executing here with 2 smokes. One on the left-hand side. Towards elevators. Back at the bomb site. Molotov the Goblin box, and should be absolutely fine. Here come the smokes now. That's the first towards elevators. Back at the bomb site there. And now it's up to Voxic and Co to try and sneak out. What a great Molotov that is. That's stifling.
He delays his wallbang, then starts putting the bullets through for anyone that wanted to challenge that elevator smoke. It's worked out so well. Vitality have played this brilliantly. Chris J and Robs, what can you do with just Deagles? Your teammates have fallen. The bomb, admittedly not down. Zywoo's going to have to be out of the round for a couple of seconds. Can't punish.
Yeah, this is a bit of a stranglehold. mousesports waiting for opportunities, but it's bled dry.
Yeah,
and now the retreat. You can see they've got themselves out of dangerous crossfires, and any retake potential has been completely removed at this stage. Chris J and Robs have to save Deagle Armors again on 14-4. They force spawn to that round. They are not going to have much at all in the next.
They're going to have such a tiny margin to maneuver by the time they get weapons in their hands.
They're going to have $1,900 per player in the next round. That means Robs and Chris J have to survive, drop their Deagles.
Right.
They all go for MP9s or UMPs.
Now take a look how much damage they take here. Do the maths. Okay, cool. So BK first in the corner. Apex had 100, so it's easy to do the maths.
That's good intel, actually, is knowing you can survive on those back platforms.
No need to get. I actually think it'd get worse for you as you descend towards Fork.
Yeah.
Can get weird. We've seen the overpass one.
It spawns right at the back. They have been adjusted. Look at the odds coming through.
GG.
That's the best of 3 odds here, not just for this map, I should point out. So that's a landslide. I guess it's because it's mousesports pick.
Certainly.
And Mirage coming up next. The fact that it's not making a dent here at all. So do they force buy? Remember that I said $1,900 per player. They are not going to upgrade those Deagles. Looks like they're going to focus more on utility and have pistols across the board.
This is the 3rd tactical pause for mousesports. 14-4 on their map pick for a spot in the Mercedes-Benz arena. 2 wins, 1 loss for both.
Dressed terrorists there.
They are, aren't they? All the cool kids used to have their ties like that at school.
Yeah, I can imagine you.
The chunkier the knot.
Yeah,
you're
a nerd.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No, the chunkier the knot, the cooler you are.
The cooler you are.
Oh, for sure.
So I obviously wasn't in the cool group.
Yeah,
I got it all wrong.
Yeah. I'd peanut you for sure.
Yeah, you would have done. Well, Carrigan managed to get a nice 1D before. Can't replicate it, at least for now. Looking for map points. Carrigan normally the anchor here, and Vitality seem to be aware of it, trying to punish this side of the map. With the solo hold, he'll drop a smoke. They saw it come in. He's trying to suggest someone's in that position, I think.
I mean, he could be doing it for his teammate, right? They still have to worry about that. Nades
yeah, that's a good point.
do get pulled out, all the same.
Yeah. So he's trying to at least suggest someone's there.
Get the paranoia set in. That was another chance. Zywoo kind of put his head on the chopping block. Carrigan couldn't quite get the executioner's axe ready.
I love the patience from Vitality when they display in this sort of scenario. They know they've been fully detected. They've got 1 player watching from the forklift, making sure no flanks are possible, and it's bleeding out any utility to CT South, baiting out shots, chipping away with damage. They drop the smokes now. Look how effective this is. What can you do? Carrigan, low HP, dropped to the floor. Voxic gets himself in Goblin, and at this point, wants to play. They've got full control of the shell position. Zywoo looking towards the elevators, and the bomb goes down. Good shot from Frozen. He does find 1 for the smoke, and there is a second kill. 4 versus 3, advantage mousesports.
It's a must-win round for mousesports and impossible odds. You've just seen the odds. Frozen picks himself up a nice Krieg. That's going to help him on the pursuit of this 5th round.
No kits.
No kits. Surely no hope. There's so many corners you have to flush out to try and get on that bomb. The plant isn't ideal for this. Taking their time, Alex in the Molotov, he's just burnt, does get flashed out by his team, the patience prevails! Out he goes, catches Robs. Just 2 remain, but time's a factor. Apex already gets another, that's a double from him. Last man standing, Chris J doubles up!
No chance.
No fuse, no chance, 15 for Vitality, Chris J can't save.
Oh. and they get agonizingly close, but it doesn't really mean anything because there's plenty of money on the T side. They're still not going to be maxed out a loss bonus here. It's $2,400 per player into this round, and it's as good as done.
Alex, sitting in that Molotov,
yeah,
the reactionary flashbang and his patience and his trust in his teammates that's coming.
That's why he's waiting, because you would assume that he would just run out straight away.
Absolutely.
So he buys himself, what, 2 seconds, allows himself to get under 40 HP. Flash comes in, he gets at least 1 kill. That could have been the difference maker there.
Certainly.
Just trying to buy as much time as they possibly could. MP9 rush towards middle. We notice is strong. This time going behind the generator. First kill comes in. Like I said, it's a pre-fire. That's why he's in front of the generator before. MP9 rushes towards middle are very effective if you're not expecting them.
Best buy we've seen from Mouse. 2 Kriegs after Woxic's push. Gives him the second. But they would have to win 11 in a row. Quick maths. Carrigan's on the scout. Rosen responsible for Shelf. 2 on Crane already. You can do so without really being spotted by the CTs if you jump crouch. And now, I mean, Frozen, he's poised to just catch a flash in the face for his push. Doesn't come in, just the one, traded. Alex on the way into the site, it's Rops' double. Wow, 2 heads. Now the flank comes in from Chris J for the first time in what feels like forever. Mousesports get themselves a CT round. Admittedly, they won the pistol, 2 to show for their defense so far.
Well, now 10 in a row. AK-47's picked up, Krieg's found. We know their CT side is solid, but they just don't have any room for mistakes here. Rob's trying to display perfection. No orbs on either side. It's a force buy for Vitality now. 2 rifles. Economy shut down. Looks like a faster play here. 4 players grouping up towards the A side of the map. And they might just go for a full contact play up towards A here, knowing Carrigan is usually there alone.
They've been targeting him. So contact for now. Carrigan. They have so much faith in him to just get that information without losing his life.
Yeah, he's not necessarily battling for frags. All he does is wait for information. When he feels that they're fully committed, he drops the single smoke that lands in front of the bomb site. Makes it very difficult to take him down and justify a push further than the bomb site itself. You can see him just getting ready for that shot.
Vitality's take has been so, well, not telegraphed, but the same. I mean, they smoke elevator, they smoke in front of the site to separate the Goblin box from elevator. This angle that Carrigan currently holds is often smoked on their take. They have all the tools at their disposal to do something similar again. They Molotov in front of the elevator smoke to stop any swings from players in Frozen's position.
Well, they're getting closer by the second here. Their commitment's coming in momentarily. Just once again trying to bleed out any utility that might be on the other side, but time is of the essence here. 35 seconds remaining. Here comes that same commitment we saw before. Same smokes down. Flashbang decent from Carrigan, buys him a few seconds.
Rotates coming in from Mousesports as well. That's a big catch. Not only Zai, but the bomb. Through the smoke, NBK trades though.
Equally as big.
20 seconds. Bomb. Hands of NBK. Looking to plant. Oh, Frozen, he can't quite hit it. Keep moving that plant. They keep moving the goalpost.
Oh, caught off guard there. NBK not quite in the right position here. Advantage Mousesports. 4 versus 3. Kits available. They should be closing this one out.
Smoke on Rops as well. Keep an eye on that. That can really cause a problem for the T's, and you have to plant. But Alex can cause a bigger problem. Realizes he has to take that shot before Rops disappears into the smoke. Speaking of, that's the smoke now on the floor. They can't do it. Pressure applied by Apex. Looking to close this out with just the sidearm. Woxic's low. Oh, and Apex, he's juking him. Frozen's not ready. Knife out. It's
Nice
just the one
work.
man. Apex, no time. No worries. Gets the third, and Vitality make quite the statement on Mousesports map pick. You pick Vertigo and you have got 5 rounds to show for it. We're heading to our domain next, the French and the fans.